All right, guys, this is Jacob from Wager Me This, and I'm going to go 10 sevens again. So I'm just going to play the Iron Cross at $100 for 10 sevens. So I'm going to take these. These are my 7 markers. All right, so $100 Iron Cross to me looks like this. All right, so 25, 30, 30, and then 15. That gives you $20 wins here, and everywhere else will be 15, or if you hit the double, it's 30. The only thing that hurts you is the 7. So we're just going to roll until 10 sevens come and see where we're at. Again, this is one of those things where I'm just trying to show that these strategies aren't terrible. They just have to be used correctly. Oh, there's dice off the table. So like Iron Cross, 96 across, 3-point Molly, all these old strategies that people have been using forever, there's value to them. They just have to be used in the right fashion. Right? There's a $20 winner overall. We'll lose this 15, but we're going to win 30 there, or 35. Obviously, we're working all the time. It's the Iron Cross. There's no reason to be off. 6, 4, 10. So our goal is we're going to go 10 shots. Most likely we're not going to be ahead, guys, because the strategy is negative EV. So overall, normal situations, this is going to lose if you just play this by itself. Now, if you play this in conjunction with other stuff, it actually gets pretty valuable. Dice off the table. It actually gets relatively valuable. But you have to mix it in with other stuff. All right, there's a 10. $15 winner. All right. Here we go. And we got an 11. $15 winner. It's just going to watch. It's going to kill. And people are going to be like, that's the best strategy ever. And then they're going to go play and get crushed. That's not what I want. I'm trying to show why you should or shouldn't do these strategies. Oh, and there's aces. It's going to win 30. All right, here we go. And oh, there's a 12, another 30. All right, so one of the reasons why this strategy normally, in normal circumstances, doesn't work very well is because you have to have 5 hits before you get your exposure back under normal circumstances. Now, obviously, if you hit the 2 and the 12, it's less, but normally it takes 5 hits, at least 5 hits. There's a $20 winner. So that's one of the problems, because the 7, dang, I can't throw the dice in the table. What's going on with me? The 7 comes usually right around that spot, around that 5-hit spot, or 5-roll spot. 3, 2, 5, because every roll on the Iron Cross does something. There's never a roll that doesn't either win or lose, because you have every number except for the 7. And there's a 6. So we're starting out with this like amazing roll. Put this for 100. And that's fine. Sometimes you're going to get lucky like this if you are playing this, and you should leave when this happens. Once you get up a couple hundred, if for whatever reason you got there and it was the big roll right away, you should leave. Because this strategy will catch itself. It will lose. This is not a winner strategy. This has been proven as a loser over and over. But it's only a loser if you use it by itself, like I'm doing here. Not showing a very good example of it being a loser. All right, there's the 4, 3, so it's our first 7. We're going to drop $100, be back up. So this is how it can be a loser. If I roll a 7 and then a 7 again, bam, we're right back in the loser range. $20. But this strategy overall should break even a lot of the time. So there's one number and then a 7. Drop another 100. So now it's not looking so hot. And there's a 3-2, $20. Next one. It's still doing okay though, because that one roll is very good. 5-3-8, another 20 bucks. But what I'm saying, what I'm trying to show in these 10-7s videos or whatever they're going to end up being called, is that these strategies aren't terrible. They just need help. These old strategies, they're not bad. They just need boosters. There's a 7. They need helpers, you know, whether it's a don't bet, whether it's, you know, some kind of progression, something. They were like underdeveloped when they were made. People saw them, oh, I get every number but the 7. This is the greatest thing in the world, you know. And it just stuck like that. Aces, $30 winner. Okay. But as it goes on, this strategy eventually will lose because you're going to have a run of 7s that will kill it. $20 winner. So, is it a bad strategy? By itself, yes, it's a bad strategy. If you use it in conjunction with other pieces, no, it can be very, very valuable, very, very lucrative, very useful. And after there's another 7, after I get done with these couple videos, I'm going to roll these 10-7s on. I'm going to show some strategies where you use these strategies. We have a 9 on the come out, $15. All right, here we go. And an 8, $20. It's actually holding its own pretty well right now. It's not doing overly terrible. It's basically just staying alive is what it's doing. And a 5. Which is what it normally does. The Iron Cross will normally basically break even overall, because that's essentially what it is. Everything versus the 7 is basically even, because the 7 kills everything in one shot. So it eventually evens out, basically. It's a very small house edge overall. But there's the 7. But where they get you is that it takes a lot of rolls to get there. It takes a lot of hits to get there. Here we go. Oh, back-to-back 7s. This is what kills you in the Iron Cross. So now, instantly, we're down $100. Instantly. Oh, and the brutality continues. And this is why people lose on the Iron Cross. They run into these runs of dice with no protection, with no backup for this kind of run of dice. There's a hard 4. And it kills them. And then they're like, oh, the Iron Cross is terrible. Well, yeah, it's terrible the way you played it. 3-2-5, $20 winner. $4-1-5, $20 more. And a 3, $15. Drop 200. Here we go. And there's a 6. It's going to be $20. So again, it's kind of catching itself a little bit. Doing good. Is it going to catch all the way up? Probably not. It's got to get like 20 hits at this point. And that's the negative part of it. Now, if we built in something where the 7 was a winner after 1 or 2 hits, now we're taking the advantage. And that's what I'm going to show I'm going to show how to use these and build in winners for yourself. And there's a 5, 20 bucks. And obviously on the Iron Cross, if you get a long roll, you're going to make a bunch of money. Whether you press or don't, because you're going to hit on every number that's not a 7. 20 bucks. All right. So we made our money on this shooter. We've made $100 on this shooter. Problem is we're down the 2 shooters that rolled back to back. And there's our 7. So that's about right. Got our 100, lost it. All right. So basically all that work and we just broke even. And there's the 8. And that's the truth of the Iron Cross right there. Is that you do a lot of work and usually it just breaks even or loses just a little. It's not going to lose a lot usually because you are going to have a bunch of winners on the field and a bunch of, you know, hits every time you don't roll a 7. So it's going to do well sometimes. There's a 4. And an 8, $20. So again, we're like one hit away here from being even for this round. But we've rolled 4 or 5 times. All right, so it's actually not all that effective, and that's what I'm trying to point out. So it can be, it just needs help. It just needs a helper. And there's our 7. So that was like the 6th roll probably. Exactly where it's supposed to be at. Here we go. And the 9. Okay. $15. Here we go. And the 6, $20. And the 6 again, 20 bucks. Here we go. So again, this is our last shot. So unless it goes just like ballistically good, we're going to be a loser in 10 sevens. Not necessarily 10 shooters, just 10 sevens. And there's our 7. Okay. So let's see where we ended up. After that great start, remember how good it started? There's 700, 750, 765. That's probably about right. I mean, lost about 250 bucks. That could have been mitigated by using some don't bets in there. It obviously would have mitigated it. You would have had some winners that you would have covered, especially on that 0.7 and some different things. There's just different things you can do to mitigate those losses. The Iron Cross isn't terrible. It just needs help. It just needs a helper. All right, guys. So this is video number 2 of the 10 sevens videos. I just want to show, because I know a lot of people start with these types of strategies and they say, oh, that's going to be so great. And then they go there and they get smashed. And it's not that it's not great. It's just that they don't really know how to play it because they don't have the experience. So I'm trying to give some people some insight on this stuff. All right. This is Jacob from Benjamin This, and you guys have a great day.